We've spent many hours digging through countless videos, images, and recorded experiences of people who believe that they might have crossed paths with the world of the paranormal. Today, we are going to look at 10 of these, so sit back and enjoy the ride. Can you make it all the way to the end of the video? Number 10. Ghost Girl in Alabama. This driver had an encounter to never forget when he and his passenger not only witnessed a ghostly apparition strolling across the highway at night, but also managed to capture the entire thing on camera as well. The footage shows the vehicle going ahead full speed when a ghostly figure in a dress suddenly appears. The driver, obviously panicked, tries to avoid hitting her and nearly collides with her. She seems unfazed and uninterested in anything around her. The two occupants stopped to check, but said there was no one there. The police were also called and a trooper was dispatched. Nothing was ever found, leaving this footage as the only proof that the ghost girl was once there. Number 9. In Navajo culture, a skinwalker is a type of harmful witch who has the ability to turn into, possess, or disguise themselves as an animal. The most popular culture reference to this being the legend of Skinwalker Ranch. Skinwalker Ranch, also known as Sherman Ranch, is a property located on approximately 512 acres southeast of Bullard, Utah that is reputed to be the site of paranormal and UFO-related activities. Not many can claim to have captured footage of the legendary creature on camera. If this short video is to be believed, the poster claims to have come face to face with a skinwalker and lived to tell the tale. In the video, we see a pair of glowing eyes just off in the distance looking at the men. The most chilling part comes from the low, visceral growl that echoes into the night. It's not like anything that you naturally hear in nature and most likely would never wish to. What do you make of this? A true encounter with the legendary vengeful shaman in animal form, or something else? Holy shit.
Arriba, arriba. Ellos se atacan, güey.
No estamos solos en este mundo.
Holy shit.
Arriba, arriba. Ellos se atacan, güey.
No estamos solos en este mundo.
Number 8. Most people go to bed with the hopes of having good dreams. If this were you, however, good nightmares would be the least of your concern as we see this long, slender man dressed in black looms over his unsuspecting victim. A visual straight from the deepest part of the dark web.
Bro, what is this? Ooh! Bro, what is this?
Number 7. What is at the top of most people's creepiest things to encounter in the dark? Strange noises are definitely at the top of the list. Added to this, being unable to locate the source of the unsettling sounds, and you have what this person encountered. Perhaps it's an unhappy lost soul, or perhaps something with even deeper malicious intentions trying to draw in its prey. Number 6. Imagine your home security camera system capturing this. something you would prefer to not meet and just out of view, waiting for you to come outside. We see what looks like a night creeper, a cross between the rake and a possible relative to Gollum, right on the ground looking up at the camera. The footage isn't the clearest, but we see that something is there. We are at the halfway point. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to join us on a journey of terror each and every time we post a new video. Number 5. During a live stream about the world of darkness and the occult, this man caught something odd. As we see him pointing out, there are a large number of orbs hovering and floating all around him. They go past just over his shoulder, in clear view of the camera. What do you think? Spirit orbs, light reflections, or just dust?
People in my chat. That's cool. God, I gotta figure out what I'm doing for dinner. Jeez, look at all these. I'm clipping that. I'm clipping that. Yeah, like, that's actually getting clipped. That was more orbs than I've ever seen in my entire life right there.
Number 4. Pay special attention to the object on the table. As if something wanted attention, out of nowhere it gets knocked over and falls to the floor. The dogs react to it and turn to look in confusion. We see it slightly turn and then fall over. This one is strange and falls in line with homes being haunted by poltergeist activity. Maybe something from the other side was trying to get his attention, but he didn't notice at the same time. Number 3. This next clip is a bit unusual and harder to explain. Take a look for yourself. Do you see it? There is a strange formation hovering near the top of the screen. It suddenly appears and seems to walk for a short distance, then disappears again, moving around the rooms at various intervals. People in the comments after seeing the video expressed having witnessed similar things to this in their own homes, and think it could be fairy folk or such creatures. What do you make of it? Number 2. Camera captures mysterious orb in Daytona Beach pastor's home. Pastor Monzel Ford says he was sleeping one night last week and his home surveillance camera motion detector kept going off. From bed, he pulled out his phone and looked at the living room. He knew right away that they were orbs, confirming that no one else was in the house and it wasn't a flashlight or passing headlights.
I'm thinking like, whoa, what is this?
Pastor Monzel Ford says as he was sleeping one night last week, his home surveillance camera motion detector kept going off. So from bed, he pulled out his phone and looked at the living room.
This orb, this imagery just hovering in my living room.
No one else was there. It wasn't a flashlight or passing headlights. And Pastor Ford thinks it was too big to be a dust particle. He walked into the living room watching the live feed on his phone.
But when I went out there, I couldn't physically see what I'm looking at in the live feed. So now I'm like, whoa.
The orb came and went for hours, at one point splitting into several shapes.
That's when I'm like, nope, 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 nope. Something's going on here. Something's going on here.
Pastor Ford has been haunted by some of the things he's seen as police chaplain and while working his own street ministry. But nothing has spooked him quite like this.
If it's physical, I can stand it, I can challenge it, I can approach it, I can deal with it. But when we talk about things that just floating and disappearing.
This man of faith says the odd occurrence has certainly led to a lot of spirited debate. But so far, he has no certain explanation.
If I know what something is, I'm okay. But it's the unknown thing that throws me off.
We asked Pastor Ford if he and his family are comfortable staying in their house with all this going on. He says they're certainly not about to give up their house. However, they're more than willing to give up the ghost.
Number 1. Here we are at the end of the video, and we have one that is extremely chilling, not only for what you are about to see, but for the backstory behind it. According to news reports from a rural village in Colombia, a father who was unhappy with the gender of his newborn child took matters into his own hands, ending her life and disposing of the remains in a nearby field. He felt there was no other way to remedy the situation shortly after the child was born. Local news media captured this footage of local authorities on the scene of the incident. The chilling part is the ghostly shadow that suddenly leaps up and is clearly visible on camera. The child's mother, seeing the video, is sure that it was the restless spirit of her daughter. After seeing this, knowing what happened is deeply unsettling indeed.
Vamos a registrarle que veníamos contándoles a cada uno de ustedes.
Bueno, Daniel, en este momento ha llegado el hermano.
Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you all next time.